recording. I was not recording. Can't believe it. Can believe it, but alright, here we go again. Alright. Welcome to You Have to Burn the Rope by Kianis. It's a Newgrounds game. Looks like we got some thanks. We got thanks to Christian Dryden. Umami, GB, and Kista Grossen. Music by Henrik the Mark. I'm not gonna say reachground.se. Maybe don't go on that. I don't know what that is. A Mazapan game. Yeah, I don't know who any of those people are. Like I said, Newgrounds game. Some would argue the greatest game to come out of Sweden ever. The guy who made this made like 3 other games. Adrenaline Challenge. Well, actually, they made 2 games. They made 3 games in total. Adrenaline Challenge, Death Trip, and of course, You Have to Burn the Rope. I know there's nothing saying the controls, but favorited O Vinny movie, so probably some inspiration there. You play as the burner of ropes, as he's formerly known. He's got his top hat, much like any other really recognizable video game character. Mario's got his hat. Luigi's got his hat. SpongeBob's got his hat. Pink skin. Yeah, I mean, for its time, that's okay. Hollow White Eyes, very intimidating character. You can't really tell if he's like, is he the good guy or is he the bad guy? He's just kind of, he's kind of like the anti-hero. I like that they went for the purple background. You usually don't see that. I got some nice shades. We're in some sort of dungeon, perhaps a castle. We fell from the sky. That's gonna happen, Antagonist, sure we'll get to him. Protagonist probably has amnesia, probably doesn't know where he is, maybe on a quest to save his kingdom, or maybe out to get revenge. Being to save your kingdom is too heroic. He's probably, with this top hat, it's not like a heroic, right? Like usually heroic, it's maybe like a crown, right? But this top hat, it's more like he's business. He's business. He's a business hero. After he burns this rope, he's probably gonna pay taxes or something. Got a platformer-esque feel. You got your move to your right, your move to your left. You have to your jump. Iconic jump sound effects. Not very people know it is, pressure sensitive. You got your short hop, your mid hop, and then your full hop. And you really gotta, you gotta really get to know these, because they're gonna be what makes or break your speed run of this game, your high score. A lot of people are very into the ammunition, where you only actually get 1 axe, and it really limits what you can do in the game. Of course, the game itself is always worth playing through once. Link down below for that. regardless of whether you decide to go into, you know, the more competitive categories. Really just a hallmark of, you know, what you can do with the Newgrounds engine. This game really pushed the envelope. A lot of people didn't think, you know, that, like, wow, you can have that many axes? People weren't thinking about that, you know. Really not till later. It's like, oh man, we could do this. We could do this in other games. And just, of course, you know, you gotta recognize there's the short throw, the full throw, your short hop throws. They don't, yeah, they don't tell you about the turnaround. They got the turnaround throw. Easier to do, you know, if you want to like practice, you want to get some practice in, you can practice your turnaround throws. A little harder going the other way because, you know, it's left roof. Purple background, iconic. Or it's multi-shading. Look at that turnaround. You get there. What other Newgrounds game, you know, give you that kind of mobility, you know? Right. A lot of people still waiting the Battle Royale DLC. Pretty sure the last update was in like 2008. Last known, you know, 2008. Not a lot of patches coming in recent times, which is okay for the game back in those days, right? A lot of people still, you know, awaiting the long arrival of You Have to Burn the Rope 2. There's a boss at the end of this tunnel. That can mean a lot of things, right? First off, we got a setting. We're in the tunnel, and there's a boss, which I'm sure if you've played this game, you know, we gotta milk this, right? This information to the naive, right? You might be thinking like, whoa, there's gonna be a boss? It's the end. What does that mean? Is there really ever an end to the tunnel? You know, a lot of people really dig into the philosophical meanings of end. But we already know. We already know that the tunnel does have an end. Isn't that better knowing that than not? Which is why we're really glad that they gave us these hints. Because these hints are really important. These hints is what separate, you know, like, You Have to Burn the Rope from other platformers, from other survival games, from, you know, all the different genres of Castlevania, you know, axe throwing, platforming. It's truly one of a kind. I mean, come on. What other game can you do this? What is that, a 2-frame? Just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Look at that. Going back. We have to practice our throws. Because that's what we're in for. That's the type of game that this is. It's the type of game you want to be ready. You're... like, right, you think you're going to be able to get away with a mid-hop. But You Have to Burn the Rope is not that kind of game. It's not the kind of game where you want to have a full hop instead of a mid-hop. Because that'll just be, you know, you're not going to burn the rope that way. Right? That's what we're here to do. We're going to burn that rope. lot of people really thought, you know, like, why'd they pick axe? Why not the classic sword? You can't hurt him with your weapons. Now, once again, you have to have played the game to know, you know, like, who him is. Because him, it's like one of those things where, like, I feel like it's better going into the game not knowing who him is. You know, like, so, you know, I'll put like a spoiler warning for people who, like, maybe want to play the game first before. Because obviously it's a very lore heavy game where everything, you know, is kind of implied, but also not implied, right? We really do have to understand why we have an axe, because it's not actually going to be that helpful, right? Which is why so many people believe that maybe if he had a sword, he could possibly harm him. Arguably one of the most well-designed. So you think, right? You think like, oh, that's the last. It's the last of the hints you're gonna get. The last of the tutorial zone of the tunnel that all the professionals call Tutorial Island Tunnel. Definitely original. It's never been said before. Practice my turnarounds, my full hops, low hop, mid hop, short hop, super short hop. Is apparently a legendary super duper short hop, which is just like it's the only task capable of doing, honestly. It's amazing when you see it too. It's like, what? There's so much possibilities in the game that is, you have to burn the rope. We'll just quickly review our mechanics, the legendary axe. Some believed to be favored by Thor. Given to him by the Castlevania people. I don't know their names, actually. You think, you know, it's a web browser game. You think, like, there's no way they can fit in anything more. But they manage. They manage to put it all together into the climactic battle that was before us. Once again, I highly recommend you play the game first before, you know, watching a playthrough of it. I'd hate to spoil, you know, the big twist, the shocking conclusion to the saga of Pink Hat Guy. The official name. Officially dubbed. When you're about to see, definitely want to be a strong heart person if you're going to be watching what happens next. All right, here we go. There it is, 3. The third, and I think it's the last one. There might be more. but we'll just have to find out. To kill him, you have to burn the rope above. So already we're like setting the scene, right? We're about to enter a climactic battle against someone who we can't harm with axes, which is usually pretty good at harming. Don't fret about your long throws. Pivotal part of the game. Short throws. But none of this is going to be helpful. Because that's the type of game this is. This type of game that really puts you to the test. Alright, here we go. There's a boss at the end of this tunnel. And you can't hurt him with weapons. Which, you're right, that's like... We only have an axe. But that, you know, like, you got like a plasma sword? Nope. Got like projectiles? Nope. Axes? No. But you're given this clue. To kill him, you have to burn the rope above. That's probably my favorite part of the game. You know, ingenious design. You can't go back. There's no going back at this point. If you notice, the sound changed. No longer are we in the beginning zone. The tutorial island zone. No more going back. This is no more Destiny's Island. No more Warp Room 1. No more Kingdom 1. No more nothing. This is it. Have fun. It's the only clue we're given is to have fun, and that's probably, you don't see that in many games. Fun is not in other games these days, but you have to burn a rope. They still got it. Once again, this is the longest hop possible. Not cutting it. It's like, and it's like they're telling you to go right without you even, you know, it's like subliminal messages telling you to go right, which is why this game. Let's do it. Grinning Colossus. Now, if you notice, we got this fire, right? Now, your first intuition might be to go forward. But actually, you know, just to show, look at that. Now, if you notice, we did a little damage on him. This is actually the optimal way to beat him. If it were only possible. Game is coded, believe it or not, to where your axes do damage. They can hurt him. He just has really good recovery. I don't want to show him because I don't want like to scare people or anything like that. That's not what we're trying to do here. You know, I always, you know, I recommend you play the game, you verse them yourself. And you too can enjoy. You have to burn the rope by Candice.
Congratulations.
That's you have to burn the rope. Peace.